This is Jenna.
And I'm Heather.
This is Conspiracies Unlocked, and we are going over Britney Spears, The Woman in Me, Chapter 19. Right? Chapter 19? Okay.
19.
19.
19 whole chapters.
There's only 54 of them. Stay tuned. So, Britney's pregnant!
And she loves being pregnant, and she loves fucking when she's pregnant, and she loves eating. Go Britney.
Yeah, and she had hormones out her ass. And she, quote unquote, said, I'm America's sweetheart and the meanest woman alive. I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's correct.
You're just like the rest of us when you're pregnant, Britney. We love you.
What I thought was cute, though, is that her, hormones were so out of control that Jamie Lynn, her little sister, had her TV show, Zoe 101.
Yeah.
And she went, Jamie was complaining about some other actress or whatever on set. Mm-hmm. And here's Britney, 6 months pregnant, gonna kill a bitch.
Yeah.
But not just a little bitch, a fucking little teenager, innocent little child. Yeah. And she fucking went off on her and was like, you better not be talking shit on my sister and blah, blah, blah.
But.
I get it, though.
No.
I was pregnant she was only pregnant for 2 years. I was pregnant for 3.
Yeah.
4, really.
But the thing with that whole situation that Britney doesn't talk about in the book is it was really bad because it got to the point where the girl, and I know this because I've seen the interview of the other
followed.
girl.
That's great.
No, I just recently saw it. It popped up. It just
because of the book.
It just came up, and she was dishing out some tea. I don't remember her name. I'm so sorry. But basically, she was terrified, and what happened is she was always with the handler or her mom or somebody because they were underage. They couldn't be alone.
Of course.
So they had told her something like, and I might be saying this a little bit wrong, but I'm trying to remember. She was going to go see her tutor or hair and makeup or something. Mm-hmm. And for that reason, they're like, okay, you're going to come with me. You're going to leave your mom. And it was fine. But instead of taking her to go see hair and makeup or tutor or whatever it was going to be that was legit, they took her to Jamie's trailer.
No!
Shut the door and left her in there alone with Britney and Jamie, and there was no adult. Britney was the only adult. And if Britney was I don't know what was said, obviously it's private. Britney admitted she went off on her. I don't know what she said. But the girl in the interview, I don't know if she completely outed what Britney said because I can't remember the full interview, but she said something she basically fucking went ham on me. You know, she just went crazy on me. She didn't use the word crazy, but she just went off, and that she was in tears, crying, curled up in a little ball, just going, I'm sorry. And that she was completely innocent, that she had not done anything against Jamie Lynn. It was actually the other way around of the girls doing it to not just Jamie Lynn, but whoever, the little clique. There's little cliques on set. Mm-hmm. And she was not in the clique, and they were getting against her, but flipping it and saying it was Jamie Lynn. I mean, flipping it, sorry. Saying it was her, but it was Jamie Lynn. Not just Jamie Lynn, whatever the clique was. There was a clique. And so Britney had the wrong information. That's why Britney says in the book, later I found out she was innocent. That it wasn't even that girl. So what happened with that girl on the other end of it is she literally said that she was traumatized because she's Britney Spears is my idol. I fucking love Britney Spears.
I was thinking that
and she
how
was
could you imagine I couldn't even imagine if
I mean, maybe she didn't say she was her idol, but I'm
paraphrasing
it. This is not word for word.
No, but it's Britney fucking Spears.
And she's and not secretly, but she's I like Britney Spears.
Why is she yelling at me?
Why is she yelling? Yeah, and she doesn't understand because she's 11 or 12 or 13 or something. It goes even deeper. Dan Schneider, who was one of the main people on the show, came in and told the girl suck it up basically, and did not give a fuck. And Britney didn't get in trouble. Jamie Lynn didn't get in trouble. It was you fucking suck it up, basically, in so many words. I don't know what he said. And I think he told her if she wanted an iPad or something weird or whatever.
So trying to pay her off.
He tried to give her
shush.
I don't know if it was
leave everybody alone.
I don't know if it was necessarily like pay her off, but it was basically just like maybe to redirect her, like here, like go do this, or like if he was actually trying to say like here, take this, don't be mad at us. Like I don't know which way that went, but yeah, he was trying to shut her up. So that's what I know about that. Okay, so
She got the goods over here.
yeah, and you can watch her interview. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Okay, so
Yeah.
well, Britney ended up having a baby.
Well, she was pregnant when she was actually pregnant with Sean Preston during all of this.
And she had remembered how her mom said that childbirth was agonizing and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So she was relieved when she found out she had a C-section.
Yeah.
Which I had 3 C-sections. You had 2 naturals, right?
And that's worse, right? The C-sections?
Supposedly. But I will tell you that my mom had a C-section. And I wanted a natural, and as my belly was growing, I was just like, by about month 4 or 5, I was like, yep, nope, I don't understand how this is going to come out of, like, that. Like, no, that's not going to happen. Yeah. Nope. And I think that there is something to be said about, like, mind over matter, because as of, like, being pregnant, like, 4 or 5 months, I was like, as my stomach was growing, I was like, oh, there, that's about it. And then it kept growing and growing. And I'm like, nope, that's not ever going to happen. And I was in labor with Max because they tried to induce me. I was 10 days late. I tried to induce me, and I was induced on Friday, emergency C-section on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I was like, I was ready to have him. Like, my body was like, they had me propped up and everything to try to get him to come out. Mm-hmm. And they were like, this is the only body I've ever seen where the baby goes back up and you undilate.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Like, it, like,
you have to be dilated. I was
at like a 7-8.
Yeah.
And I went back to it like a 3.
Yeah, I know.
And they were like, your body is sucking the baby back up.
You're like, nope.
And I'm all, because I said, I don't understand. Like, I'm really trying to wrap my head around it. And I've seen videos of it. And, like, I understand, like, human and shit. And, like, I understand, like, the process of all of, like, nature and, like, you know, reproductive systems. And dogs do it, and birds do it, and bees do it. I just don't understand how I could do it.
Yeah.
And my belly's getting bigger and bigger, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, well, if they can measure the baby too, and if the baby's like, if they know the baby's gonna be like, that wasn't the problem. I know, but like sometimes past a certain whatever they have a cutoff, they won't let you. But I did recently, randomly on my For You page, it was a video about C-sections. Weird. And it was a lady, and what she did is she demonstrated how many layers of skin.
Oh my god. My husband said it's this much.
Okay, so she had on jackets.
Yeah.
And she unzipped it, and she's like, this is the
first layer. But
she said all the names.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is the whatever, and then she's like, fascia, fat, like, da-da-da-da, like, all the way down. You know how many layers there were?
It's about this big.
There was 7 layers.
Yeah, 7 layers of skin, and it gets thicker as you get.
Well, it's
bigger.
not just skin. It's muscle.
Well, no, I know. Yeah.
Fascia.
Well,
fat,
there's 7 layers of just skin. Yeah.
Like it's like.
And you have to go through all of it, and then.
Oh, and they count the sac of the baby. Like that's another layer because that's part of your body. Like that's part of it.
Yeah.
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 So it's like from the top.
It's literally like this. It's like 3 inches that they have to. And my husband saw it by accident both times because because when you have a C-section, you're like in surgery and the husband is there because it's like his baby being born or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And so with my stepson, he accidentally like looked back after the baby was like born and looked back and he could see like it opening. Well, with Matt, and like Zane was fine. Max didn't breathe. He wasn't anything. So he rushed over there because he was already like, I'm not going to look. I'm staying over by your head the whole time. But then Max didn't cry. Max didn't do anything for like probably like 2 minutes. Like nothing, like to the point where my doctor was even like, are you guys okay over there or what? Do I need to go over there and like leave mom over here so we can save baby? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And so Brad went over there. And he looked back, and he's all, I fucking saw it again. And it was like, and he's all, I fucking hate this shit. This is not okay.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Max.
So then after that, it was like, the next one, we had to do C-sections because I was like Britney. I just kept getting pregnant and pregnant.
Well, once you have a C-section, you have to have
No,
C-section.
you can do a VBAC. If you wait 2 years, you can have a VBAC. And they didn't want me to get pregnant until Max was 18 months old. And I got pregnant when Max was 9 months old.
Oh, I didn't know you can do that. I always thought it's a VBAC. That once you have
vaginal birth after cesarean, it's a VBAC. Yeah.
Okay.
You can totally do that after 2 years.
Well,
otherwise, you'll rip everything open and there'll be a baby here and a baby there and like be bad. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So moving forward.
Fun.
No.
But
so
Sean
Preston was born September 14th. 2005.
2005.
And I will tell you that he is a New Year's Eve sex baby.
Oh, you did the math?
I know the math. So was Max, and he was born September 27th, and he was 10 days late. I already know the
math! but her other baby that's later going to be born.
2 days prior.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve baby. It's New Year's Eve. They keep having sex on New Year's Eve.
A lot of people probably do.
No, they do, and that's the number one time to have a baby is September, late September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget about the kisses. Just get straight down to business.
No, I'm serious. Like, if you look on the map, it's the biggest time to have babies. Like, it was a nightmare when I was there. It was like a Grand Central Station.
I don't have any September babies.
And then and then with Cody and April, it was like, I think there was like, I went to a very small hospital. They only have 13 rooms. They only have about 10 babies per day. When Max was born, there was 30 babies born that day.
Whoa.
When Cody was born, they didn't even open up the upper level because there was no babies. He was like the second baby to be born that day.
Oh,
that was
that's nice. He got all the attention.
Yes.
That's
I had the nurses like hanging out with me. Like nobody gave a shit. And same with Jake too. Yeah. Nobody cared. It was September though. They were like fucking. It was horrific.
Wow.
So, anyways, in 3 months she got pregnant again. New Year's Eve, baby. I'm telling you.
Well, she got pregnant 3 months later.
Which October, November, December. New Year's Eve.
January, yeah.
But
she did say that she was happy that they were going to be close in age.
Yeah.
But she was feeling very sad and lonely.
Super lonely. And what's sad though, is that quote unquote her main danger, I had to watch out for the main danger I had to watch out for was the aggression of the paparazzi. Isn't that so sad?
The paparazzi was really bad.
It was really bad back then, but like that is your like main danger concern. Not that somebody would steal the child for a ransom, not all this crazy shit, right? Because I watch movies, and I watch unsolved mysteries.
Yeah.
But,
well, yeah.
Nothing crazy like that. There's no like, oh, there's a psycho
or sudden
stalker.
Different death or something.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was worried about.
Like
yeah,
regular
shit.
Stuff.
Like I'm not saying
like famous people stuff.
Yeah, like SIDS is a huge one. I just got out of that with my youngest.
Yeah.
Like 6 months ago, literally, and now we're on to the next issues, but. It's like there's so many other things, that baby kidnapping, baby trafficking, baby this, baby that. And then to be like a high profile celebrity, I mean, fucking Charles Lindbergh's kid got kidnapped in the early 1900s. Like, oh my God. And he was famous.
Yeah.
Ransom happens all the time.
Yeah.
It'd be such an easy target.
Yeah. And the other thing too, it's like.
But the paparazzi was just so fucking insane on her. And I feel so bad for her.
They were really bad and they still are bad, but not as bad, I don't think.
I don't think so either. Nobody has, other than the Kardashians, because they call and say, hey, I'm going to be here, so come follow us.
It's here. Like a PR stunt for them, probably.
But nobody, I've never seen, even at that time, I mean, we had Lindsay Lohan, but they wouldn't stalk her the same way. We had Paris Hilton, but it was when she was out at the clubs. They weren't waiting outside of her hospital room.
Yeah, no.
They weren't waiting, I don't know. They were waiting outside Paris Hilton's jail cell for when she got out of jail and Lindsay Lohan's rehab. But it's like, it's different. When you have a baby, like, come on.
Yeah, they didn't have babies.
Give it away. Like, just let it go. Let her go.
Yeah, let her, take her baby for a walk in the park if she wants to.
Let her chill. I would fucking lose my shit.
Yeah. It would be very difficult to be on that height of your career and have a baby.
And she already said goodbye. I'm having a baby.
Yeah, I'm taking a break.
Let me be me. Like, let me go. Like, I want a break. And nobody could respect that at all.
But that's probably why when she does start talking about her house.
But you know what?
What?
It's also because she didn't have a good fucking support system, a.k.a. Kevin Federline. If she had a good...
her
support.
Husband was not very
because then
impressive.
They would have stayed together in the house. They would have gotten through it together, just like Prince Harry and Meghan, or what the fuck is Meghan Markle? Meghan Markle? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle?
I don't know who they're married to.
You don't know the royals? I follow the royals. I know the royals. Oh, can we do our next book on the Prince Harry book? Please.
Okay, and then I'll learn something about them. No. I just remember Princess Diana and how the paparazzi caused her death. His mom.
Yeah, I know. No,
yeah.
I remember where I was on August 8th of that.
My mom was devastated.
That was my mom.
I was devastated.
No, my mom.
We followed Diana.
My mom was always a UK citizen. She said, that's my princess that just died. That's mine. That's my royal that died.
Yeah.
That's mine. And it was devastating. We were outside of Nickel City on that August. I remember exactly where we were. My mom found out, and she stayed in the car and cried, and me and my dad went to Nickel City. I was like 11.
Yeah, but I mean, it was really traumatic because they were chasing her.
Days before my first day of 6th grade.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. So, anyways, the royals I follow. I know all of the hierarchy.
Oh, and then don't they have a baby named Archie?
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
and Lilibet.
And who?
Lilibet.
I didn't know they had a daughter. See.
Okay, we'll read the book.
So I know more about Britney.
I'll do the royals. And no, what's funny is that we'll talk about it later. Okay, we gotta finish this up. Okay, so anyways,
I have a lot to say about Camilla. I will get there.
You don't have as much as me. You'll be okay. So, even sitting at home, they would find her. They would find Britney. Like, they would literally be, like, going up walls, scaling walls. Like, it's crazy. So, at one point, she was trapped inside of a store. Could you imagine being trapped inside a corner of a store with your baby?
Yeah.
Do you know, like, how crazy I was with Max?
I know how crazy I was with my kids.
The first kid, especially the first one. Do you know that Brad couldn't even hold Max until he was like 9 months old? Not by my choice at that point. It was just Max was like, no.
Yeah.
Mommy channel.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. But the sad thing, too, is any little thing that Britney did, they would, like, scrutinize her. Like, her driving with him on her lap. Sean Preston. Well, the thing is I remember when that happened, too.
I do, too.
And the thing is it wasn't that fucking big of a deal, in my opinion.
They were on a fucking...
they were in, like, a parking lot.
No,
they weren't on a road.
They were on, like, a country road from her Malibu house or whatever. They were on... It was all, like... It was, like, not even a... It wasn't a real road. It was a...
Weren't they in a parking lot?
No. They were on, like, a country road going to her house. I think it was still her property. Like, one of the long driveway type things. But the driveway's, like, a mile long of just, like, field.
Yeah.
It was nothing. And they are parked outside of her fucking house. Like...
But I think the reason, if I'm remembering correctly, the reason why he wasn't strapped in his car seat is because she wanted to get out of where they were because of the paparazzi.
Yes, because the book she was
like, fuck it, and just put him on her lap, and she was holding him and driving slowly.
Because could you imagine trying to strap a child in?
With all these, like, in your face. Britney! Dude, that would drive me crazy.
you know what she should have done? Gotten headphones, like earmuffs, like, or put
I don't
in
know
ear things
why
or something.
I thought you were gonna say mace. I'm like,
That too. Oh my god, I swear to God. But no, she really should have just gotten headphones or mace.
they might have said that was
they
assault.
would have, yeah, but like headphones or something just so she could just, or put, too bad there wasn't like the AirPods or something, or like headphones like with music on, just to like ignore it and just be like.
Then they would say she's driving with the AirPods in her ears.
Well, no, then when you get in the car, take them out, just
but...
because, I mean, how are you supposed to combat that at that time? It's just so crazy. And then she was leaving New York, and there's that famous picture of her almost dropping Sean.
Mm-hmm.
But she was also holding water, and it's like, dude, at that point, like, if you know that you're gonna go in this situation, why wouldn't you just drop the water?
But she didn't. She said she didn't even spill a drop of the water.
No, she didn't. She didn't spill the water or the baby, but the visual was that she almost dropped Sean, but she didn't.
She didn't, and her heel broke.
Yeah, it like went sideways or whatever, and it's like, but at the same time, it's like,
she like twisted her ankle.
Yeah, like twisted. Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, if I know that I'm gonna go to all that, I would just be like, baby on me, like, if it was
like a baby,
like,
carrier,
I would, not even just my hands, even just being like, hug, fuck the water, and just be like, tight and go. You know what I mean? Put him in my jacket. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different.
She's
young.
Was just thinking like, I'm just
walking.
What's the
2
problem
feet.
with holding a water and holding your child and walking to your car?
2
That's
feet,
a normal function that you would do.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
They pick her apart so.
They did, and the paparazzi came down hard on her, and she said, "This is why I need a gun," to one of the paparazzis, and they didn't take that well.
No, but I mean, who can blame her for saying something rude back or aggressive because. That's all she has is her words. That's all she had.
And she just found those. She just found those in the last chapter, guys.
That's all she can do is,
And they called her fat, an unfit mother, doesn't have makeup, let herself go. Like, and it's like, bitch.
I just had a baby.
And I'm 6 months pregnant.
Good luck if I even have time to take a shower.
Right?
You know how it is. I remember when my son was little, I put him in the little baby bouncer in the shower with the curtain open and be like, hi. And he'd be like, rah, rah, rah. And I'm like, I
was the only one.
And I'm like trying to wash real fast. And every time your baby...
I'm not the only one.
No, every time your baby cries, your heart beats a little faster and faster
and your
faster.
Boobs.
Oh, yeah.
Your boobs inflame.
Milk is...
Yeah.
Coming out.
Okay. No, I literally, so I was never able to like breastfeed like that. Like 2 weeks at the most. But no, literally.
I'm laughing because I know you people, if you watch this, you can relate.
Literally, I was in a store like up until like 2 years ago. I was in a store and a baby was hungry and cried next to me. My boobs would get tinkly and I'm like, dude, you didn't work for my kids. Why the fuck are you trying to work for that kid over there that you don't even know?
It's because your chemicals in your bodies change.
Yeah, it finally changed. I haven't felt that in like 2 years. I'm so happy. But I get this like weird like...
Yeah.
I got it forever and I'm like, oh my God. And the mommy would be like, oh, what's the matter? I'm like, he's hungry. This might be your first time. He's hungry. Just feed it.
That's a hungry cry.
Yeah, that's hungry. My boobs are telling me your kid is hungry. Or your grandson. Or who it would be grandma with them. I'm like, it's hungry. How do you know? My boobs. It's hungry. Feed the fucking kid.
Give it a baba.
Give it something.
Call it a day.
Anyways, so.
Oh, yeah.
So,
we're on chapter 20 now. That was the end.
Yeah, well, no.
Oh.
The very end of chapter 19 was...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I love this. She says, after they called her fat and, like, all this shit, at what point did I promise to stay 17 forever? Exactly. Or a virgin forever. Or anything that she said before. Like, seriously. Like, she doesn't owe an explanation to anybody.
No.
she never said that she wanted to even do this for more than, like, she wanted to take a break when she was 20. And they wouldn't let her.
Yeah.
She wanted to take a break when she was 22. Didn't let her.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Like, she keeps trying to take breaks and nobody fucking let her.
She didn't even get a break after her abortion.
Yeah, she didn't get
They
a break.
still made her, and that was, like, mentally and physically.
Even now.
Yeah.
They're still making her after she said, I want a break, on her public website.
Mm-hmm.
She made a public statement, I want a break.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't care.
No, and this is literally a year and a half after that, and they're still after her.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't come out with new music. She hasn't done anything. She's done nothing other than get married, have a baby.
Mm-hmm. And everything
And get pregnant again.
Happened really fast for her. It's like as soon as she met Kevin Federline, everything's just like boom, 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 boom. Like marriage, baby. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like go, like.
But it's like a year and a half. She has tried to stay out of the spotlight, and they won't let her. Get a new hobby, guys. It was really bad at that point. So
follow another celebrity around.
That's the end of chapter 19, and we will be right back with chapter 20.
Actually, don't follow any celebrities around.
Don't follow anybody, yeah.
Okay.